How are you guys doing today? Well, this is Martin Morris coming at you, and you can take a look at my series on how to pay off your loan in 36 car loan in 36 months without giving up Starbucks or being cheap. Or you can also go back to 2016 and look at my little webinar series on how I talked about how I paid off my 2016 Camry in 17 months. So let me give you another reason. Another reason why you may think, hey, Mark, I'm having trouble paying off my car loan is because I'm just too dumb. You're thinking, I don't have the mental capacity to stick with being disciplined to pay off my car, so I'm just going to keep my loan for 65 months or 69 months, pay all that extra interest, and then my car will be obsolete after 60 months. So that means you'll have to pay $100 to $50 more per month on your insurance. So if your car gets into an accident, you'll actually get some money back. So let me tell you, back in 1995, let's go way back in a time machine. Well, a different world, 1995. That's when I had gotten qualified for my engineering exam. Like if you're a civil engineer, you need 2 years of experience, a couple letters of recommendation. Then you're able to sit for this engineering test where you could get your engineering license. Well, I finally got my loan, got all my paperwork in, qualified for taking the first test. Because if you pass the test, you get like an extra 10% and you get all these different perks if you didn't pass the test. So you're like, okay, at first you're just thinking, looks easy. I'm listening to what people tell me, how, hey, you just studied for, they studied a few days, they studied like a couple of months, and boom, they passed this. I'm like, your eyes are like dollar signs. And then you go take the test. So I took the test the first time. Failed, but I did pass the take-home test. Then went and took the test another time. Failed. That was year number one. And you start thinking, okay, these people gave me this strategy, so what did you do to pass your test? And well, they tell you about a course they took or some things they did, so you go out and do that. Year number two, take the test. Fail. There's like an engineering test, there's like a practical test, a specialty test for seismic, and a specialty test for survey. So you have 3 parts of the test. So that's what I needed to pass to get my license. So year number 2, you go, okay, this guy said he didn't study this subject. This person said they went out and partied the night before. And this person said, just take all your books, and if you find the answer, it's something you can take in some reference materials. You can look up the problem. I said, okay, I'll try that. Go in, fail again. That's year number 2. And then you're like, okay, maybe I'm just not too smart to pass this test. And then you go in, get some other tips. Go to year number 3, same thing. Man, it's not helping when I don't study for this. It's not helping when I do this. I just must be dumb. All these people used all this stuff to pass the test, and I still didn't do it. And then finally, in year number 3, I realized, maybe those people know something I don't. It's not maybe that I'm dumb and don't know the skills. It's just maybe I just don't have experience or enough knowledge in those areas to take advantage of those strategies. So technically, yes, I'm dumb, but I can learn. So I learned from that. Year number 4 comes along. Pass one of the parts, that's the 8-hour test, and you're just like starting to feel good about yourself. Maybe I'm not too stupid. Then year number 4, second part of the year, pass nothing. You're like, okay, I just got to get 2 sections to pass. Am I just dumb? I know some people only take the 8-hour, but never go back. I've had people who have quit after 3 times. And I'm like, maybe they're smart, man. I'm stupid to keep paying $600 for this test just to pass. So here comes year number 5. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to just focus. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I should know when to quit. So I'm going to go take this test again. Year number 5, pass the seismic part of the test. So you're like, okay, maybe I'm not as smart as the other people that passed the test in one shot, all the sections, but I'm getting closer. Here comes year number 6. I say, study. I may be stupid, but one thing I know I can do is I'll study. So year number 4, study. Year number 6, study. Boom. Almost passed the survey section of the test. Still a little dumb, but I'm not going to quit. I should quit like other people who've quit, but I'm like, I'm dumb, but hey, if you've gone this far, just like when you're trying to pay off your car loan, You think you're dumb enough? You don't think you have the discipline to like invest the money or make the skills? Hey, just think of me. Year number 6, still haven't passed my test. Finally, year number 7. I went all in, studied first part of year number 6, failed. Finally, last part of year number 6, as we approached the 7th year, I passed the the survey section, which means I passed all the sections of the exam, which means I finally got the silver engine license. 7 years, that's longer than most of your car loans. Car loans is 60. Most people are keeping their car loans for 65 to 69 months. And it took me 7 years. That's 84 months to finally pass this engineering test. So like you, I was dumb. I didn't think I had the skills. But you realize I'm dumb. That means I got to study harder. I got to do things that are catered to my individual skills. So like when you think you are too dumb to pass your car, to pay off your car loan, nope. You may be smarter than you think because you're like me. If I didn't get to year number 7, if I didn't get to year number 6 where I passed the 8-hour, I would have never gotten the confidence to go to year number 7. I was dumb. I didn't pass the test. There were some things I failed at doing, but I kept building my knowledge base and still learning strategies to get me to the next step. So I want you to think about that when you go for your car loan. When you think you're just too dumb or too stupid, 7 years. It took me 7 years to get my engineering test. I was probably dumber than you. I had less money than you. But I said, I'm going to just suck it up. I'm going to go pass this test and get it done. So just think, when you're coming up short on your car loans, you think, I'm just too dumb. I don't have the mental capacity or discipline to organize my money or pay attention to the details or pay this month and forget to pay that month. Nope. You're not dumb. You're just learning that you need different strategies than other people. We're not all the same. So remember, I thought I was dumb too. 7 years, 84 months to finally pass the engineering test. You know how much it cut those 84 months? 10% on what my salary is. I probably made off those 84 months. I've made an extra 100 to maybe $200,000 in the past 10 years. So divide that into 84. So that's like $1,000 every month I didn't pass. Track that. A net of like 120,000 or something. That's just like in the differential, basically the 10% differential of my paycheck for passing the test. For being dumb, but being too dumb not to quit. So when you go look at that car loan, go back and look at my 17 months. Go back and look at my webinar on how I talked about how to pay off your car loan in 36 months without giving up Starbucks or being cheap. Hey, I was just as dumb as you, but even dumber, and I still passed the test. You know why I passed it? Sometimes you got to just keep going. You got to be dumb enough to know not to quit. That's what separates us from the smart people who already quit and now make less money than us. But our goal is to pay off that car loan and not keep it for 65, 69 months. Is your job going to even last that long? Think about that.